So a little while ago, I decided that I should try something and be less of a judgmental bitch, um, which is all well and good, but it turns out that I kind of have a hard time with the concept of an ulterior motive. So, for example, I was trolling Craigslist one day, like you do, and I came across a gentleman who had put up an ad for he was looking for a woman to box, just for fun. So I thought, great, yeah, I love boxing. I love it. But I don't want to do it for real because I don't want to hurt my face. So I answered him right away. And I told my friend about it. I was like, yeah, this guy wants to box. She says, well, she suggested that it might be sexual in nature. So I write back to the guy right away and I say, is this a sex thing? Because if so, I'm not interested. And he assured me that it was not. But then he proceeded to contact me several times a day for the next several months. So on that count, I'm pretty sure it was a sex thing. Not too long after, I had to move to Harrisburg for work. And so I needed a place to live. And naturally, I looked on Craigslist. And I found this really sweet situation, like a live-work exchange on this miniature horse farm. And I thought it was so great. And I went to visit. And it was beautiful, this 1880s farmhouse right on a creek, a barn on the side of the hill, 2 horses about to foal, just like idyllic dream. And if I'm going to be honest, the family creeped me out a little bit from the get. But I stopped listening after I heard miniature horses. So I decided to move in anyway. So a couple of my friends helped me move in, and the family watched us wordlessly the entire time. I cried when they left, and I said, don't leave me with these people. But, I was trying to be accepting, so I was like, everyone's different, it's okay. The first night we had dinner together, I'd have dinner with them every night. They read through each and every one of their daughter's Facebook posts and mocked her for each one, which I thought was hilarious. But they did that a lot. And the dinner conversation only got, better. So they were talking, pretty explicitly about sex in front of their 2 teenage daughters. And I was like, okay, some people are really open, whatever. But one night they were discussing, a friend's anal sex experience, which kind of weirded me out. So it was a little too much. But, I continued to live there. I was like, it's okay. But I was there on the pretense of a work exchange, and every day after I came home from my job, I would put on my little jumper and be like, all right, what'd you like me to do? I'm here to work. And they say, oh no, don't worry about it, nothing, it's okay. And, over the course of a couple of weeks, I started to put together what this work exchange might be in their minds. So, maybe we weren't just 3 people discussing their wife's bisexuality. Maybe a lifestyle club is not what I thought it was. So, I don't know. The clincher was that I found a kitten skeleton in the barn, and that kind of creeped me out. But, so I started staying at a hotel near my work, and I needed to find, a new place to stay. So where do I go? Craigslist again. And I found another 1880s farmhouse. Gorgeous. 55 acres. Lots of outbuildings. Beautiful place. It's a roommate situation, and one of the guys who lives there is a older guy, deep creases in his face, who ends every sentence with, and so it was, and so it will be, or, and so it is. But he introduced me to the other young woman who lived there, and do you all know what a golem is? Okay, so she's the kind of woman from across the room you can't tell if it's a child or not. Very tiny, very pale. And when she smiled at me, she revealed these, I'm not one to talk about other people's dental work, but these beautiful brown needly teeth. And she was very nice, very nice. And she sat with us at the kitchen table and proceeded to read the phone book. And then got up and got a piece of cake out of the refrigerator and started gnawing at it with her needly little teeth with it in her hand. And I considered, I really considered living there because I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It was gorgeous. Wooded acres, lots of outbuildings, the kind of thing that could either be idyllic or like quickly turn into a horror film. But I couldn't get over the thought of this golem standing over me while I sleep, watching me and dripping crumbs on my face from her needly little teeth. But in any case, it's usually a sex thing. I'm pretty sure with the golem, it was just a vitamin deficiency. With those horse perverts, it was definitely a sex thing.